Luxury isn't about size. It's about defying gravity. A site so dangerous, it was deemed unbuildable. We aren't building on the mountain. We're joining it.
Spring in the Alps, the calm before the construction storm.
Every millimeter here is a life or death calculation. You aren't just workers. You are alpinists with a mission.
The world's most dangerous commute begins.
Clear for drop. Watch the wind shear.
Granite. 4 times harder than standard concrete. Welding at 3,000 meters. The air is thin. The focus is total.
The mountain is fighting us. Pull harder. We need 10 more kilonewtons.
Molecular bonding between steel and ancient stone. This house will never move.
Don't look down. Look at the steel. Trust your gear and trust the engineering.
Precision flight. Accuracy within 3 centimeters. One gust of wind could end it all.
Steady, steady. Lock it in.
We have contact.
Aerospace-grade materials for a home in the clouds. This is titanium meets tectonic plate.
This is the spine. Everything grows from here. We are officially hanging off the edge of the world.
The skeleton is done. The mountain has accepted our gift. The structure must withstand 200 km/h alpine winds. It doesn't just sit on the cliff, it grips it. Laying the foundation for the Sky Lounge. At this altitude, every kilogram of steel is a challenge.
The engineering is invisible but vital. Heat must stay in, the cold stays out.
The kinetic heart, a house that follows the sun across the sky. 500 tons of architecture that moves with a whisper.
Zero friction is the goal. One finger should be able to move this entire wing once the magnets are engaged.
Workers installing the steel cage for the abyss pool. 30 tons of water will soon float over 1,000 meters of empty air.
The pressure at this altitude is deceptive. If it leaks, the mountain erode. It must be perfect. Seal it again.
Preparing for the heaviest glass ever lifted to this altitude. Every bolt is a promise of safety. This is the critical path. Fleet is on approach. Everyone on stations. Wind is at 15 knots. Hold steady.
5 tons of triple glazed, argon-filled, bulletproof technology. This isn't just a window, it's a structural shield.
Easy. Lock it in. If it chips, we start over from month 1. Steady now.
A vacuum seal against the alpine elements. At this altitude, the air pressure inside must be a constant sanctuary.
Crystal clear. The mountain is no longer a neighbor. It is part of the room. We have achieved total transparency.
Seamless transitions between the comfort of the interior and the raw power of the sky. The sun at 3,000 meters is our friend, but it is also a predator. We control the light. We control the heat.
Look at that. We haven't just built a house. We've captured the horizon.
Luxury knows no altitude limits. Rare Italian marble, delivered to the roof of the world.
Let the stone breathe. We don't hide the mountain, we frame it. Keep the edges raw and the fit surgical.
Geothermal warmth drawn from the cliff itself. A climate-controlled sanctuary in the heart of the frost. The brain of the house is now online. Intelligence hidden behind elegance. Every system is a silent servant. Fire at the edge of the world. A hearth built of aerospace metal, anchored into the mountain's soul. The acoustics are as important as the view. The sound must be soft and intimate, like a library in the sky. Invisible light sources for a natural glow. Architecture that breathes with the time of day. Texture is everything at this scale. It needs to feel like silk stone, Cold to the eye, but warm to the touch. Luxury knows no altitude limits. A bath carved from a single volcanic boulder, delivered to the roof of the world. Flow rates must be silent. We use magnetic dampeners on every pipe. In a house this quiet, even a ripple is an intrusion.
Checking the magnetic bearings. This 500-ton wing is suspended on a cushion of air. No friction allowed.
The 500-ton wing must glide on a hair's breadth. Engineering that turns brute force into a silent ballet. Initiate 360-degree rotation. Track the sun. Let's see the horizon move. A home that never knows a dark corner. It follows the light, ensuring the sun is always an invited guest.
Safety is the only thing we don't compromise on. If a guest steps to the edge, the mountain should feel like a balcony.
Laying the heat-treated carbon fiber tiles, smart surfaces designed to melt alpine snow on contact, ensuring year-round access to the sky.
Test the strobe frequency. We need this beacon visible from 5 miles out, even in a whiteout.
The Walk of Courage. A bridge of reinforced acrylic and titanium, with 1,000 meters of empty air beneath your feet.
It feels like flying. Total transparency.
The centerpiece arrives. 15 meters of aerospace-grade acrylic, destined to hold 30 tons of water over the void.
The pressure at this depth is immense. One drop of leakage is one drop too many. The seal must be molecularly perfect.
The weight of luxury. Loading 30 tons of water over the cliff. Engineering and gravity locked in a silent standoff.
Look at that shimmer. We haven't just built a pool. We've brought the Alpine Lake to the summit.
Michelin star dining at 3,000 meters, where the heat of the kitchen meets the ice of the peaks.
Clean lines. No visible screws. Minimalist perfection. In this house, the engineering is the ornament.
The mountain itself is the perfect cooler. Ancient stone providing the thermal mass for the world's most exclusive vintages. The rock is our insulation. Natural, effective, and eternal. We are just fine-tuning what the Earth already provided. Voice-activated everything. From the oxygen mix to the rotation speed, the house has a brain that never sleeps. Connected to the world, but miles above it. We've brought the fiber optic pulse of the city to the silence of the clouds. Sleeping on air. A master suite designed to make you feel like you are drifting through the alpine sky.
I want the scent of high-end leather and fresh pine. Every touchpoint must remind the guest they are in a world apart.
Total darkness at the touch of a button. Even at the top of the world, privacy is the ultimate luxury. Harnessing the high-altitude sun. A custom solar array that turns the alpine light into 100% pure, renewable power. The Alps are electric. When the spring storms hit, we need to be the safest point on the mountain. Ground it deep.
No scratches. No warping. The finish must be surgical.
Reflecting the clouds, not the glare. We are finishing the facade to mimic the soft light of the alpine peaks. A hanging forest in the sky, bringing the life of the valley to the edge of the abyss.
It shouldn't look like we conquered the peak. It should look like the mountain invited us in. Blend the steel into the stone.
Every drop of mountain mist is captured and recycled. A self-sustaining ecosystem at 3,000 meters. The intersection of art and engineering. Curating a space that is as much a gallery as it is a home. Every shadow is intentional. We aren't just lighting a room. We are choreographing the mood of the mountain.
Careful with the silk. This room is a sanctuary of softness in a world of hard granite. Treat every piece like an artifact.
This is the horizon view we promised. No frame, no barrier. Just you and the edge of the world. Entertainment that stays out of sight until the moment it's needed. Technology that respects the silence of the peaks. Training at altitude with a view of the world. We've integrated oxygen enrichment systems to turn the thin mountain air into peak performance. We are creating the ultimate contrast between the warmth of home and the bite of the Alps. Zero latency access. Secure, seamless, and exclusive. The mountain only opens for you. A place for the world's elite to gather. Reclaimed alpine oak meets the edge of the abyss.
It looks like falling ice. Beautiful. It captures the spirit of the glacier and brings it inside.
The white glove phase begins. At this level of luxury, even a fingerprint is a flaw. We are polishing a window to the world.
I want it to sparkle like a diamond on the cliff. When the sun hits this house, it should be visible from the valley floor.
Near enough isn't good enough at this level. 1 millimeter of error is a failure. We build to the standards of a timepiece, preserving the beauty for generations. Natural waxes and oils, ensuring the mountain's house ages as gracefully as the peaks themselves. Trigger night mode. The house shouldn't compete with the stars. It should illuminate the mountain's soul, painting the mountain with light. Architecture as a beacon, visible from the furthest reaches of the valley.
Emergency backup test? Successful. Even in a Category 5 alpine storm, the lights of the peak never flicker.
Oxygen-rich and laboratory clean. The air inside must be purer than the mountain air itself. Total biological isolation. Smart surfaces that think for themselves. Automated snow removal sensors ensuring every step over the abyss is clear and dry. The scent of alpine lavender and cedar. We've captured the essence of the forest and brought it into the sanctuary. Knowledge at the edge of the abyss. A curated collection of human thought, anchored in the silence of the peaks.
Warmth in the cold. That is the ultimate feeling of luxury.
The army of builders departs. The heavy steel and thunder are gone.
We've done the impossible. The peak is ready. Architecture has a new highest point.
Life begins to fill the empty spaces, where the world's finest ingredients meet the world's highest kitchen. The engineering is done. Now, the details are what make this house a home. Every setting must be a masterpiece. High-altitude gas mix. Even in the thin air, the flame is perfect. Warmth at the edge of the world. Let the sculpture catch the moonlight. We want the transition from day to night to be a work of art itself. The final rotation of the day, automatically following the last rays of light, ensuring the sunset lasts forever. Not a sound of the wind. Total isolation. We've built a sanctuary that treats the storm as a silent movie. Immersion in every sense. Where the acoustics of a concert hall meet the breathtaking scale of the Alps.
38 degrees Celsius. Warm water, cold air. The ultimate contrast. It feels like swimming in a cloud.
A signature of excellence. This isn't just a building. It's a timestamp of what humanity can achieve. Luxury is found in the things you don't notice. The silence of a hinge, the softness of a light, the perfection of a seam. The transport of the future meets the home of the future. Accessing the inaccessible with zero-emission precision. The outside is in. The inside is out. We haven't just built on the Alps. We've mirrored them. Color, light, and water. At 3,000 meters, we don't just wash. We rejuvenate the soul. Checking the rock bolts one last time after the full build weight. Zero movement. The mountain has accepted us. A window to the universe. At this height, there is no light pollution. Never run out of the essentials. The house manages its own inventory, so you can focus on the view. A presence that cannot be ignored. A shadow cast by innovation across the ancient geography of the Alps. The house wakes up with the sun. It's no longer a structure. It's a living, breathing part of the peak. The final handover. 5 years of engineering, condensed into a single key. It's no longer mine. Morning in the Alps. A cathedral of light and glass. The horizon peak is finally shining.
Safety sensors are at 100%. Absolute peace of mind at the edge of the world.
Total serenity. You can't hear the wind at 200 kilometers an hour. You only hear your own thoughts. Above the weather. Above the world. This is what it means to live at the horizon peak. Flawless. Every inch, every seam, every calculation. We've redefined the standard. The jewel of the Swiss Alps. A beacon of human ingenuity, glowing against the ancient dark. Home. At the edge of the world. We've turned the impossible into the comfortable. We didn't just build a shelter. We built a legacy of human ambition, where the boundary between water and sky disappears forever.
The world's most exclusive view. Only for those who dare to dream this high.
Engineering that follows the rhythm of the cosmos. This is the next era of living. Silence, space, and absolute power. Mission complete. The horizon peak is no longer a blueprint. It is a reality. Permanence. A structure built to outlast the mountain itself.
Welcome home. To the peak of human achievement.
The horizon peak. Architecture for the bold. Luxury for the few. Another milestone by NEXTGEN. Engineering the impossible. Every day. On to the next peak. Phase 2 complete. Next era is just getting started.